Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a tutorial because I'm inspired by color. Something that I've noticed a lot in magazines lately in the last month or so is the use of color. Bringing those bright, bold colors like bright neon color shirts, those colored skinny jeans, bright, funky colored shoes and nail polish. So why not add that kind of, or take that trend and incorporate that into your everyday makeup routine? Because I know for me, I get stuck in the same rut every day using black and brown eyeliner with one solid color on my lid when I'm getting ready for work in the morning, and I kind of don't incorporate colors. Now, I'm talking about colors like this that are really bright and bold that you probably would not pick for every day, or you would probably feel maybe a little bit intimidated by wearing for work. And I'm going to give you some tips on how to be able to pull that off. Now, the first thing you want to do is make sure that the eyes, as far as shadows are concerned, you want to make sure that the eyeshadows you choose are very soft, they're matte, and they're natural shades. You don't want to have, for example, purple eyeshadow and then like a green, neon green eyeliner, because that's, to me, that's overkill. That's a little too much. That's pushing the envelope way too far. So for me, I want to show you guys how to do this the very, easiest way and the most wearable way. So for today, the eyeshadows that I'm using are a matte skin tone color. This is just from Maybelline. It's called Linen. The packaging will be different if you go out to look for this in the store. This can be found on any drugstore. Then the color that I use to kind of create a little bit of a shadow in my crease is called Camel, and it's an Ulta brand eyeshadow, which is probably like $5 or $6. They're really inexpensive. So you want for this tan shade to be, I'd say, at least 2 shades darker than your skin tone, because you want a very natural shading or kind of shadow there. You don't want a defined crease with a dark brown or a dark color. You can certainly do this with like a matte light gray if you wanted to, if you don't have something like this. But a good alternative, if you don't have an Ulta near you, is the color Wedge by MAC. It's here. It's more of a grayish tan. Not so, I don't know if you can tell, but they're very, very similar in color. So that's a good dupe for this Ulta brand. And if you have the original Naked palette, the color Naked is a nice kind of dupe for it as well. It's more of a grayish kind of tan, but it'll do the trick. So yeah, the first thing you want to do is make sure that the eyes, the shadow is neutral and very soft, gentle colors that's matte. And then you can pick your eyeliners. Now, these are just some of my favorite eyeliners. This is like Minted from MAC, Electric from Urban Decay, which they're all swatched on my hand. They're all bright. This is called Woodstock from Urban Decay, and pink. I know pink is one of those hard colors to use. This is another teal from Cargo, the Swimmables collection that came out earlier last year. So, I mean, these colors, the one I'm using is called Flipside. It's a brighter kind of teal, and I get closer so you can see. And these are, like I said, pretty bright. So, I hope that you will find these tips and tricks that I give you very useful and that you actually use them. I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of a winged eyeliner. And also, one of the things that I didn't do, I didn't bring the teal shade or the bright colored eyeliner to my lower lash line, just because some of you may be new to this whole bright colored kind of thing. So that's why I kind of did it a little bit just easygoing, not too much at first. I will be doing some more of these videos for like a brighter cheek, color, a brighter lip. Those are different aspects, bright eyeshadows. Those are different ways that you can incorporate color into your everyday makeup routine. So if you want to see how to do this super quick, easy, bright color eyeliner, then keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is apply the skin tone color all over my lid, and I'm going to use this shade here. It's called Linen from Maybelline, and the packaging is going to be different. This is very old. I'm going to use a Sigma E25 brush for this eyeshadow. Actually, I'm going to do it for both colors just to make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to take that color and apply that all over my lid. Just very quickly and lightly. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just dropped it. Anyways, wipe the brush off, and we're going to go in with that tan shade. And I'm using Ulta's eyeshadow. And they look like that. And the color I'm using is called Camel. And I'll let you see that. Maybe it'll focus. There it goes. It's called Camel. And it's just a nice kind of tan shade. It's only a few shades darker than my skin tone. You don't want it to be too dark. And what we're going to do with this is apply this color right in the natural socket line where you see the indentation of your crease, right in there, just to create a little bit of a shading effect. So just lightly apply. It doesn't have to be too perfect either, because we're going to blend right over this just to make sure that it's very soft and very natural looking. You don't want to have a super defined crease. Take a clean blending brush, this is just one from Sigma, and go around the edges of it. And that's pretty much it for the eyeshadows. You can see it's just very, very soft. I'm going to take that same camel color that we used for the crease on a small detailer brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of that and go on the lower lash line just to create a little bit of a dimension right at the base of my lashes, because it's pretty plain on the lower lash line. So I wanted just to add a little bit of extra something there. And this is good for those of you who are beginners, because I didn't bring the bright eyeliner all the way down to the lower lash line. So just to add a little something. It's not going to be too noticeable, but it's just going to add a little bit of dimension to the lower lash line. Now for the eyeliner, I'm going to tightline first. I'm using the Urban Decay Zero pencil, the one that I always use. It's one of my favorites to tightline. It will transfer to the lower waterline, but that's okay. As you can see, it's already started doing it on this eye. So I'm going to take a little bit of that. Use your favorite black eyeliner that you have that's creamy. And I'm going to pull up just slightly my lid so that I can get right underneath here. And I want this to be really nice and thick and kind of smoky looking. You want to smudge into the lashes, because instantly right there, I don't know if you could tell from before, but it just made my lashes look that much thicker. So I'm going to just add a little bit more. And that's pretty much it. Just very quick and easy. The color eyeliner of my choice for today, I'm using the Urban Decay Flip Side, which is a nice kind of bright teal shade, and I have swatches on my hand. It's this one right here. So it's pretty bright. You could choose any color you want, whatever you're in the mood for that day. And I'm going to start at the base of the lashes. Make sure your point is sharpened for this. So at the base of the lashes, doing light strokes, just like that. And bringing it all the way into the inner corner. And getting thicker as you make your way to the outer corner of the eye. Now for the outer corner, I winged it out here, so you can use a brush. It's easier to use a brush if you're not used to it, like an angled brush, and just kind of take some of it on the tip of the brush. And then just kind of, I like to turn my face to the side and kind of find the point that I want to make very lightly, and then just start building that shape, that cat eye shape, and then you can go back in and fill it. Like I have a little bit of a wing there. So now I can go with my pencil and then continue working it, because it's a little bit harder to do a wing eyeliner to me with a pencil than it is with liquid. And so I'm just going to continue building this till I get the point as far as I want it to go. This side's not that far, so I'm going to continue working on this. Alright, now it's time to apply some mascara. The mascara that I'm going to use is one that, it's a favorite of mine. I finally actually went and bought the full size of it because I had a little mini one. And I showed you guys that months ago when I was still in Texas. And I want something that's really black, that's going to lengthen my lashes and kind of make them look thicker. And I'm using Benefit's They're Real. It's an awesome mascara. This one's very unique. The brush has a little bit of a kind of like a rounded ball shape at the end. And that allows me to get really close and precise, like especially in the inner corner and the outer corner. It's perfect for that. So I'm going to apply about 2 generous coats of this, and then I'll be back to show you the rest of the look. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, all we have to do is just some finishing touches. I don't have any blush or anything on, so I'm going to use the MAC Peaches blush, which is a nice matte peach shade, with my favorite multitask brush. This is the one from Real Techniques by Samantha Chapman. I use this every day for my blush. And I'm going to take a little bit of that peach blush, tap off the excess on a paper towel or tissue, and apply that right on this outer portion of my face, right here. Not so much going on towards the inner part, closer to my nose, keeping it on this outer part, just very soft. This product is very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. Alright, and then for the lips, what I want to do is keep it very natural, simply because for those of you who are new to wearing color, this may be a little too much to add more color here. And then to me personally, I prefer just a very soft kind of neutral tone to my lips when I'm wearing such bright colors on my eyes. And so I'm just going to use a gloss, and the one I'm using is called Crystal Soda, and it's by NYX, and it's like a light kind of, almost a transparent kind of peachy tone with a little bit of a kind of shimmery, glittery sparkle, but it's not like a chunky glitter. You don't feel it. It's not like disco ball glitter, not overkill either. It's just a perfect amount. So I'm going to take that and apply that on. And see, it just gives you a nice kind of sheen to the lips. Makes them look very full, very juicy and plump. That's what I like about these glosses. These are the Mega Shine glosses from NYX. They're my all-time favorite drugstore brand lip gloss, simply because they're so pigmented, they're so opaque, and they go on like a dream. They're smooth, they're nice. They're a little bit on the thicker side, but not to the point where it's thick and sticky. It's like the perfect consistency. It's like just right for me. And that's the color again. It's just the perfect shade. I use this all the time. So yeah, I hope that you guys will try this out. This is the completed look, adding some color. Like I said, you can switch it out every day using a different color eyeliner because everything is pretty standard. So yeah, I hope that you will use these tips and find them helpful, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.